Grand Rising, how is everyone doing? How is everyone? So, I wanted to come and talk about the NBA players that have been charged. Okay, according to ESPN.com, there were 18 ex-NBA players charged in $4 million scheme. New York, okay, it says 18 former NBA players were charged Thursday with pocketing about 2.5 million illegally by defrauding the league's health and welfare benefit plan in a scam that authorities said involved claiming fictitious medical and dental expenses. Now, why do something like that? Why? They have health insurance and they make tons of money. There's no reason for that. There is no reason. Okay. The defendant's playbook involved fraud and deception. The U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss told a news conference after FBI agents across the country arrested 15 ex-players and one of their wives in a 3-year conspiracy that authorities say started in 2017. According to an indictment returned in Manhattan federal court, the ex-players teamed up to defraud the supplemental coverage plan by submitting fraudulent claims to get reimbursed for medical and dental procedures that never happened. Why? Why? Why do that? You're already working and making money. Oh, goodness. Strauss said prosecutors have travel records, email, and GPS data that proves the ex-players were sometimes far from the medical and dental offices at the times when they were supposedly getting treated, which means there's no way in hell they were even there. This is awful. This is awful. In one instance, she said, an ex-player was playing basketball in Taiwan when he was supposedly getting $48,000 worth of root canals and crowns on 8 teeth at a Beverly Hills, California dental office in December 2018. The indictment said the scheme was carried out from at least 2017 to 2020, which was just last year, when the plan, funded primarily by NBA teams, received false claims totaling about $3.9 million. Of that, the defendants received about $2.5 million in fraudulent proceeds. Strauss said each defendant made false claims for reimbursements that range from $65,000 to $420,000. That's sad. In a statement, the NBA called the allegations particularly disheartening because the benefit plans provided by the NBA and the National Basketball Players Association are critically important to support players' health and well-being throughout their careers and post-retirement lives. We will cooperate fully with the U.S. Attorney Office in this matter, the statement added. Michael J. Driscoll, the head of the New York FBI office, said the case demonstrated the FBI's continued focus on uncovering fraud scams that cost the healthcare industry tens of billions of dollars a year. Strauss said the conspiracy was led by Terrence Williams, I don't know who that is, who began his career as a first-round NBA draft pick in 2009. I got to look that sucker up. The indictment said he submitted $19,000 in fraudulent claims to the plan in November 2017 for chiropractic care. The claims led to a $7,672 payout for Williams. Bastard, you got that fucking much. I got that. The hell is wrong with you? The indictment said he then recruited other former NBA players to defraud the plan and offered to provide fraudulent invoices from a chiropractor and dentist in Southern California and a wellness office in Washington State. At least 10 of the ex-players paid kickbacks totaling about $230,000 to Williams. According to the court papers, a lawyer who has represented Williams in the past declined to comment. This is just awful. This is awful. What was then the New Jersey Nets picked Williams as number 11 in the 2009 draft. He went on to play with 4 franchises, the Nets, Boston, Houston, and Sacramento, over 4 seasons as a role player, averaging 7.1 points per game. He was waived by Boston 2 days after his 26th birthday in 2013 and hasn't appeared in the league since. Among others charged was Tony Allen, a 6-time All-Defenses team selection and a member of the 2008 champion Boston Celtics. His wife was also indicted. Tony Allen was not in custody as of Thursday afternoon. The Memphis Grizzlies announced weeks ago that they plan to retire Allen's number at a January 28th game versus the Utah Jazz. For the most part, through the ex-players charged had journeyman careers, playing for several different teams and never reached anywhere close to the enormous stardom or salary, that top players command. They should have put their energy into getting, mastering their game instead of trying to scheme. Yes, this is a nice breakfast wine by Sutter Homes. It's new. It's pineapple. It's very good. Still the 18 players combined to make $343 million in their own core NBA careers, not counting outside income, endorsements, or what any may have made playing overseas. Which means they were just bottom people. I guess so, carrying on like that. Damn. Strauss declined to speculate on their motivations or financial situation, saying to do so will go beyond the facts in the indictment. Another former player charged in the scheme was Sebastian Telfair, a one-time high school star in New York who was highly talented when he turned pro, though his NBA career with 8 franchises never brought the stardom some had expected. I guess so, busy committing fraud. Telfair's finances qualified him for a court-appointed attorney at an appearance in Manhattan before a magistrate judge who set bail at $250,000, although Telfair was freed on his signature alone. Well, he's got a fancy signature. His lawyer, Deborah Colson, declined comment. Telfair, in running clothing and green sneakers, did not respond to requests for comment outside the courtroom where Colson had entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Milt Palacio, one of those charged, was placed on administrative leave from his role as an assistant coach with the Portland Trailblazers. The team said Thursday. The Blazers declined further comment pending the outcome of the legal process. Those charged also including the 3 NBA champions. Besides Allen, Glenn Davis was also part of that 2008 title team in Boston. Shannon Brown, Miss Monica Arnold. Shannon Brown won 2 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers, and Melvin Ely won a title with San Antonio in 2007. Among others who were charged, Anthony Broughton, Ruben Patterson, and Darius Miles were the only players who averaged double figures in their NBA careers. Arrests occurred in Washington State, California, New York, Alabama, Illinois, Florida, Nevada, Georgia, and Tennessee. All were charged with conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and wire fraud, which carries a potential penalty of up to 20 years in prison. By Shannon. Williams was also charged with aggravated identity theft, which carries a potential penalty of up to 2 years in prison. Strauss said the charge was lodged because Williams tried to frighten a co-defendant into paying a kickback by impersonating an employee from the health plan's administrative manager, claiming there was an issue with an invoice that might require the co-defendant to pay back money he received. There was no immediate response to efforts to contact Ely, Miles, or Patterson through attorneys or entities that have been associated with them, or to emails sent to possible addresses for the aliens. For the Allens. A person who answered the phone at the home of the Ely's relatives said they were unaware of the case. No working phone number or email could immediately be found for Davis or Wharton. An email was sent to address for Palacio. The charges came just weeks after former NFL players Clifton Portis, Tamarick Vanover, and Robert McCoon pleaded guilty for their roles in a nationwide healthcare fraud scheme. This is ridiculous. Okay, so everyone, y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please hit that notification button so you will be notified when I am dropping new videos. Shalom.